You got help with that?
No, not tonight. Hopefully he'll be back for Friday. He had a good workout today, but he's not going to play tonight.
You're pretty close, though. I mean, you can think out loud. You only have one out, one out with one foot back in.
Yeah, we're lucky to be that, and we need everybody. So it's important for us to hopefully stay where we are and get Alpy back and have a full roster and have complete rotations and all that.
This team needs besides they're young in the league, they're new to each other. You need time. Just you guys play with each other for a while more than other teams.
Yeah. We need to practice together. We need to play together. We need to see which combinations work and which ones don't work so well. And it's throwing them out there and letting them play and making sure that they're organized and they're in the right spots as much as possible. But yeah, a lot of it's just the experience, like you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, so we were defending pretty well when Scoot was healthy before he got injured, and then since he's been back, it hasn't been quite as good. But yeah, I mean, we have inconsistencies all over the place, really, and we're working through those. But against Washington, we did a good job defensively, and then the last few games, I thought we were kind of on our coverages and on where we were supposed to be, but we were a step late, and we got to make sure that we have the requisite energy to be able to do what we need to do. It's hard to say. We've had so much. I mean, it's probably hard for any team to say at this point because every team has had injuries. Every team has had COVID. Every team has had all these different things. For us, it's making sure that our guys are improving, and you can see each individual guy improving. We have to make sure that we're collectively improving, and that is kind of up and down at times. But our spirit is good, and we're in a good place right now.
Kind of staggered a little bit in the lineup. In the first couple of after Japan goes back, they were a bit of a staggered. Those are the last 4 games, they largely geared for the minutes. What led to that decision to stop staggering and kind of play them much better?
I wanted to see it. I wanted to see those guys play together and see them play off each other and have one guy on one side of the floor, one guy on the other side of the floor, and see how it went. Some of it was based on availability of other guys, but I just want to see what it looked like.
Was there anything specific you're looking for in those moving units that they're trying to play together?
More cohesiveness than anything else. Helping each other play well. I just wanted to see. I mean, obviously, these are 2 important guys, and it's important for us to know how well they can play together, and it's so important for me to know where I can put them on the floor in order for them both to be successful when they're on the floor, because they're going to be obviously starting games and finishing games, and those are the most important times of the game. But giving them long stretches was important to me, and we'll kind of be going back and forth between that.
Okay, we'll move over to Zoom.
Ali Kambajani.
Hey, Steven. I think Kelly may have asked you, but just want to make sure. The defensive slippage you've had the last 18 games after the 7-game winning streak, what are all the different reasons that have led to that?
Yeah. It's a lot of different things. It is some of it is just our youth and us making a bunch of mistakes, and that comes with it. When you're playing as many young guys as we're playing, and you're trying to teach them the right way to do things, mistakes happen, and we have to make sure that we're covering up for some of those mistakes. Another part of it was the schedule. Obviously, our schedule has been a beast for a long time, especially over the last little bit. I mean, we've had 7 games in 11 days. This is our 4th game in 6 days. So the schedule has been a big part of it. I think the schedule was also a part of our winning streak, where we, had some breaks in between, and we're playing some teams that were struggling a little bit. But when it comes down to it, we have to do a better job defensively. We have to be in the right spots. We have to be early to our spots. And I do think, as I've watched the film, we are not anticipating defensively. We are reacting defensively, and we're not proactive. We're reactive, and that's an issue. And that comes with time. That comes with learning. But we got to learn. We got to get it. And I'm probably more impatient than I should be when it comes to that. But yeah, we got to get it.
Adam Spalding.
Steven, tomorrow marks a year since the Harden trade. Kind of wondering, where do you think you guys are as an organization today? And do you feel like you are where you thought you would be today when the season started?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a deep question. That's probably a lot longer answer than the one I'm going to give you. But yeah, as far as our direction and our organization after post James, we're moving in the right direction. We have a bunch of young guys that we like a lot. We have flexibility, obviously, and Rafael's done a really good job of doing both of those at the same time. As far as our group on the floor, we're up and down. We have good games and we have games that aren't so good. We have distractions sometimes when we're on the floor. We are learning and we're growing, and you see other guys around the league who are 19. Some guys, some teams have younger guys on their team, but they're not playing as many as we're playing. And these kids are learning, and they're learning on the fly, and they're getting better. And I'm trusting that once Alpie's back and we have our full group, that we'll be a little bit better, and we'll continue to get better. But as far as our direction, I love our direction. I love where we're going and where we're going to be. It's just the growing pains sometimes can be pretty tough.
And last question, Mark Berman. Mark, you're still muted. My apologies. Go ahead, Mark.
Can you hear me now, Steven?
I can, yeah.
Okay, it wouldn't let me unmute. Just a couple at the top. You said were you talking about Alperen had a good workout and you expect him Friday?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, how tough is it for a guy like Armani going back and forth protocols to keep his rhythm and all those kinds of things when he's dealing with that as well?
Yeah, it's especially hard when you're not necessarily having symptoms, right? So you're you're negative and then you're positive, and you don't feel any different when you're positive, and then you get two negatives and you're good, and then you get a positive after that. So, and you still feel the same all the way through the whole process. So yeah, it's a tough thing for him to not be able to shoot the ball, obviously, and work out and do the things necessary to keep his rhythm. But hopefully he is through it. I don't know. I saw Bradley Beal is back in. So this thing is just, it's unpredictable. And luckily, guys are just kind of going in and coming out. Nobody, for the most part, doesn't seem to have any ill effects from the virus. Yeah.
The reference to a year ago tomorrow in Harden. Everything that's happened to the field to you, like my gosh, it's a long time ago. Or
Yeah.
you didn't remember it good. How does it feel?
Yeah. That feels like a long time ago. A long time ago. It was right at the beginning when I first got here, and there's been so much since then, as far as the most guys on a roster and all the injuries that we had, and then the summer, and the draft picks, and now our direction as far as growing these young guys is very different than the direction that we had this time last year. So to have a calendar year go by and have two completely like starkly different seasons and directions and ways of doing things. As I think through it, yeah, it feels like it was ages ago.